Get ready to rumble. Because here he is, Mr. Entertainment. Live from RVA, packing the truth and nothing but the truth. It's Preston Brown. Preston Brown. It's time to get down with Preston Brown. 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 Preston Brown.
All right, we right here at the Famous Brown TV show, and I got my co-host tonight, Common Sense Prophet. And I told him, I said, you need to get 6 feet away from me because I don't know what you might got. He said, well, I got a mask. So how you doing tonight?
I'm blessed. I woke up this morning.
Good, good. Well, we got a very good show for you tonight. We're going to get some views and comments from the Common Sense Prophet. And before we start, give a statement. And then we're going to go to our first video, then we're coming
What
back.
kind of statement? What kind of statement?
Just talk, tell folks how you feel about
Number one, I'm the Common Sense Prophet. And the reason I call myself Common Sense Prophet is because I foresee things before it happen. And most of the time,
Did you foresee that virus coming?
No, but I don't work with no virus. I serve God, and God protects those who try to serve Him, and He's gonna sustain me. So I'm not having a mental problem, and I'm not worried about 6 feet away. I'm not gonna touch nobody and shake no hands if I think they got it or they call
Well, let me ask you a question since you brought that up.
Okay.
Some ministers, some, not all, talk about that God talks to them and they can prophesy and they can see the future. Why haven't one of them stepped up before this happened and said that God told them there's going to be a virus coming to the land?
I'm glad you asked me that question. I don't want to trust none of them, all of them liars, and the reason I call them liars because they're not imitating Jesus. Jesus said, imitating me. You're all going around painting the minister, preach the word of God. Jesus preached and healed people and brought them back to life free. And you all pay a minister. There's something wrong with all you all that do that. I don't care. And the minister talking about, God called me, he called nobody. They do things I don't do, and he didn't call me. How did he skip me and call these ministers? Some of them married, got babies by women in the congregation.
Well, maybe he didn't want you.
Wonder why he want him? Why he want to send him?
Well, didn't he take certain people that were sinners and made them disciples, and other people that did great things in the Bible, like Saul, he became Paul?
I don't know no minister equal to Paul or nobody else, because one thing about it, once he took them over, they stopped sinning. These ministers here, and nobody
Don't say these, say some. We're not going to blanket all. Can you just say some of them?
Well, I can say some,
Okay,
but I feel like them all due to the fact that all of them do the same thing. I don't know none of them.
If you go again, probably you saying all of them do the same.
Wait a minute,
You can't put everybody in that.
I disagree with the ministers. That's number one.
Some ministers.
No, I disagree with all. I want you to listen.
All.
Every
You
minister.
go to church? How you go?
I do not go to no church.
You go to the Kingdom Hall.
That's not a church. Now let me explain this to you. I'm glad we're on this topic here.
No, you on that topic.
Well, I'm on the topic. Let me
I'm
get
not
it.
saying he's saying all ministers. I'm not saying that. This is Common Sense Prophet.
That's right. This is the Common Sense Prophet talking, and you ain't supposed to say it. And you go to tell it. Plus, you got a brother minister. So I can understand where you're coming from. I still gonna say that in order to me to believe in you, I set examples. That Roscoe Cooper III over.
Now, why you want to be calling names?
Is he a minister?
They said some ministers.
No, I'm gonna say ministers.
Say
And you're not gonna pigeonhole me. You want me to be single-minded, and it ain't not happening. If you all do the same thing,
all of them do the same thing. You got to come in when you go.
They all accept money, paying tithes and everything. And where I go, we don't take up no offering, pass no plate, don't pay no tithes, and we don't have.
How did church survive?
And we don't have no minister. Huh?
How did it survive? Y'all don't put money in the church.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm glad you asked that. Another thing is, you can find out everything about him if you go on the internet and.
No, I won't go in there. I'm gonna ask you.
I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tell me after this break. We're gonna go to our first video because it's getting kind of hot in here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a chance to cool down because he's sweating a little bit.
Right.
Let's take a look at our first video. This is Famous Brown. This is Common Sense Prophet, and we'll be right back.
I wanna until it's time to go. Right now, little James Brown, come on now. Here we go. Oh. Don't stop, don't stop. Bring it up, bring it. Oh. Hey, get pressure and give a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Two steps to the left, two steps to the right, two steps over the dance floor. All night I wanna two steps with the baby. Oh, super. I wanna two steps with the baby until it's time to go.
Now,
Now we right back and we still arguing. We arguing all through the video. Then what you got to say?
now, how did Jehovah's Witnesses survive and they got just as nice as Kingdom Halls that they got churches and don't ask for a dime, don't pass no plate, but they have a
Who you talking about, Jehovah's Witness or the Kingdom Hall? Or both the same thing?
The same thing. The Kingdom Hall.
That's the one with the book that comes to you, knock on your door with the magazine. They want to. Okay, I'll just check. I just want to make sure I clear my facts.
You're right, and the Kingdom Hall is where we go service, which is y'all call it church and the temple and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We call it the Kingdom Hall, and we have no ministers. Nobody.
So who preach?
We have different people, and we don't really do preaching. We do teaching.
Okay, do they ever let you teach?
I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I haven't been baptized, but I don't have to be baptized and know the word. I read the Bible, and God blessed me with a mind like an elephant. Very little I forget and I do. I want everybody out there to hear this. I bet you I got over 20, 25 telephone numbers in my head right now, telephone number. And if you question me, I'll call them out. That's how I am. This is the prophet here. This conversation prophet here. You don't have it's no anybody. I stand on like a sore thumb. I want the world to know this.
Okay, I think the world gonna know. I've just seen this TV show. They're gonna know a whole lot about you.
Yeah, that's why I stand on like a sore thumb. And when they made me do it the more, nobody else can take my place. Nobody else like me. I don't have no brothers and sisters. Yeah, I'm in a symbol of my common sense prophet.
All right, so what do you, not taking you off the subject of your preachers and stuff, but what do you think about this virus?
It's scary if you pay attention, look at the news and whatever. But if you trust in God Almighty, you ain't worried about no virus. I ain't thinking about no virus. I go everywhere I've been going, do everything I've been doing. Because I trust in God. God said if you serve me, I will sustain you. Okay, all y'all Christians out there.
But what about all the people that have died from this virus?
Evidently.
Somebody had to believe in God that died.
No, but it takes more than believe in God. The Bible says faith without works is dead. Believing ain't gonna save you. Serving Him. Jesus said, imitate me. Okay? And Jesus was perfect. So that means some people say, there's none perfect. Read Matthew 5, verse 48, say, be perfect like your Father in heaven. And you're talking to the common sense prophet now.
All right, prophet.
And
go ahead and preach now.
And not only that, ain't nothing you can be without a Jehovah God. You can be anything you want to be. Yeah, He have all power. He created this universe.
But what took you so long to believe in Jehovah? Because you was going to Baptist church before you went to the Kingdom Hall. So what converted you over?
I'm glad you asked me that question.
Okay.
My mama was a Jehovah's Witness, and she wasn't talking about it if it wasn't a Jehovah's Witness. I come on to Bungalow City, she lived in Bungalow City. Now, if you stop her walking down the street or something, she'll stop and say, hey, how you doing? But you better believe she won't go visit you or associate other than a general conversation stopping her. Because you were not a Jew. And the Bible said, be equally yoked. That means birds of the same feathers flock together. I'm not even supposed, if I'm a Jew, I'm not even supposed to marry a Baptist woman. And if you take notice,
but you was a Baptist.
I was 4 years old one time, 2 years old.
Yeah, but you smoking a pipe too. You
I do not smoke. I
Why you
don't,
got the pipe in your hand then?
because I'm profiling, styling, looking good.
Oh,
Yeah, I want everybody to hear this. And I right now get ready to advertise for a woman, and I wonder why I got to do this. As handsome as I am, the woman ought to be locked up and throw the key away. Don't want me.
well, suppose they don't want you because you're too old.
Ain't no such thing too old. I don't allow myself to get old.
You're old?
I did 30 push-ups this morning before I left home.
Well, who counted them?
I count them. You can count them. I give you 30 right here now.
All right, give me
Count
30.
I give you 30 right
Right
here
on
on
the
the floor.
camera.
I give you 30 on the camera, point the camera down to the floor. I give you 30 push-ups right now.
No, because you might have a heart attack up
Yeah,
in
well,
here.
it wasn't a heart attack.
I ain't gonna be.
Yeah, I'm in good shape. 2 doctors told me, said, you in good health. 2 doctors. At 83 years old.
Well, look, let's do this. I'm gonna take a break because we gotta get a couple of our sponsors in, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about why you can't find a woman.
Okay. All right.
D&W Fashions inside the Jeff Davis Highway Flea Market. Just in time for Black History Month 2020. Wayne Mason is rolling out the fashion colors, leisure suits, Kango hats and caps, beautiful shirt tie sets plus the accessories, lightweight suits in a rainbow of colors, plus Stacey Adams and Giorgio Berdandles. D&W Fashions, Jeff Davis Highway Flea Market. Open Friday and Saturday 11 to 7, Sunday 11 to 6. Call 804-337-8869. Big boy sizes available. Mention you heard this ad on the Famous Brown TV show and save an extra 10% at D&W Fashions. Famous Brown's legendary soul food restaurant in the Fairfield Shoppers World Shopping Center, 5156 9 Mile Road. Treat yourself to Famous Brown's cheeseburger. It's the best cheeseburger in the city. Plus Famous Brown's special seasoned chicken wings and mouth-watering fish. Be there for the Soul Food Weekend specials, pig feet, chitlins, anytime ribs. Nobody gets down like Brown. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 to 11, and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 in the afternoon.
All right, we're right back. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. This is the Common Sense Prophet, and he's looking for a woman. So let's talk about why you can't find you a nice woman.
Well, when I worked for the city of Richmond, a guy named John L. Bracy told me if you ain't got a woman, you're not going to never get another woman. He told me stay away from white people. I don't see colors. Jesus died for mankind, so Jesus didn't die for green, white, blue.
Well, why don't you get you a white woman?
I said, I would like to have it. It's a different in the cultures. I hit on one yesterday.
You did?
I hit on one
Did she
yesterday.
hit you back?
No, she kind of turned me down, but she said she was married, but she was separated. I said, that's all the good. I said, because if you give me a break, are you going to throw rocks at him? Yeah, no shame I gave out. Some people say, you shouldn't talk like that, and you shouldn't talk to them women, and they still scared of
Well,
color.
you sound like a male chauvinist.
That's what I am.
Are you very controlling?
I'm not controlling, but I have to keep you in your place.
What place is that?
I'm going to tell you right now, glad you asked that. The Bible says woman was made for man, from man, and the Bible says woman was made as a helpmate. That means no woman's supposed to be a supervisor on no job on top of man.
You don't make a lot of women mad.
I don't care about that. I'm going to tell the truth. Live by it, and that's one reason why.
That's why you can't find a woman. You too mean.
Whatever. That's why.
You
I'm not,
male chauvinist.
it may be, but one thing about it, a lot of you all eat up the hay, and the reason you eat the hay is because if you don't, the sheets get cold at night. I ain't about that. I know other way to get around the sheets getting cold. That's another. I'm smart. I want the whole world to hear this way.
I think you kind of hard on women.
No, I'm not hard. I just easy as pie. But they should know their place, and with me, their place is washing, ironing, sewing, having babies.
Well, you want a maid. You don't want a wife.
Well, whatever that I want a maid, I won't call it a wife. And I
You don't want a woman, and you want a maid.
wash, iron, sew, cook, have babies, and keep them mouth shut.
Well, you get Molly maids to come in there, iron, cook, and wash.
Yeah, right. Another thing is, if women got nerve to charge you, you gonna buy me a dinner and this and that. I got to do all the work.
But I mean, if you gonna date a woman, what's wrong with taking her out for a nice afternoon to a dinner, or maybe to a movie or something like that? What's wrong with that?
Nothing in the world wrong with it. I take her out, and then the next time she take me out to a dinner and a movie, I don't owe her nothing. She ain't got nothing no better than I got. One ain't no good without the other. The only school you two, I'm glad you sitting here asking these questions. She ain't got nothing no better. That's old school stuff y'all talking about.
No, that's old school. You talking about?
No, this brand new.
No, that's old school. You talking about controlling women and making them their
No,
maids.
I don't need to control it. The Bible.
Clean the house and
I don't need to control
make babies.
No, the Bible control it. The Bible telling where that place is.
No, you just said
Paul,
it.
no, Paul said in the Bible, read Timothy 1, verse 11, Paul said he don't give women authority over man at no time. And Paul was one of God's closest apostles. I want you, all
So
y'all.
you wanna be the boss of
I want
the-
all y'all ministers. You know I want to live at.
Yeah, I want y'all ministers to listen
I want all
to
y'all
this.
ministers to listen. And I
He
hope,
gonna teach you something.
And I hope Reverend Scarborough out there also.
Now you gotta stop calling these preachers names.
No, I want him to know. I want to
That's
call
fine,
him.
but let's don't
I
call
like
him.
Reverend Scarborough, and I want him here because
Okay,
he
you
gonna
like him.
he gonna back me up because he know the Bible. That's one thing.
Okay.
He also knows the Bible. Now moving right along, that's why Hillary Clinton not president. Because there's a difference in a woman and a man. And a lot of women even told me, no, I don't vote for her. I think some things men supposed to do and men do only, not for women. Women right now, want to be the same as a man. And they don't have sense. No, God made them different. A woman have hair longer, her voice higher, sex organs different, everything. Yet and still, everything a man do, here come a woman want to do it. And you henpeck men and one with the hen out ways accept that.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
agree. I don't agree with you.
Y'all got women telling you what time to come in. You better not be out after 12 o'clock.
That might be your woman. I don't.
Yeah, I ain't henpecking nothing about me. I'd rather be by myself.
That's why you by yourself, because you too bossy.
I'm here
You
by
by
myself.
yourself because you
Now-
too demanding.
now-
I want a maid. You gotta wash my clothes, cook for me, make babies, and stay in the house.
Now,
Anyone out there would like to meet this young man who said that all you gotta do is clean the house, wash his clothes, cook his food, make babies, and stay in the house. He's available.
that's right. Keep me happy. I want to make you happy, and I'm gonna have you giving me.
How you gonna be? How you gonna be make them happy and you treat them like they're in prison?
No, they're gonna overlook that.
They gonna overlook being in prison with you.
The love making I make. When they look up in my eyes and
Oh,
give me
God,
the
you
nickname,
need-
when they look up in my eyes, oh my God, Lord have mercy, please, then they'll be willing to do anything. Cook, wash for me, give me money, everything. Yeah, this is the problem here. This is the problem here. Now let me tell you the kind of woman I
Oh,
want.
boy.
I want a Bonnie type woman.
You want a
Yeah,
what?
A Bonnie. You ever heard of Bonnie and Clyde?
No,
I want-
Bonnie.
Yeah, I want a Bonnie. That means if I kill him, you burn him. Don't tell me you shouldn't have
you
killed
wanna
that
kill
man.
people.
You shouldn't have killed that man. You shouldn't have did this. Ain't no woulda, coulda, shoulda. I want a woman to say, yes, baby, I got your back. Yeah.
Now you want a woman that will kill people.
Man like me come along once in a lifetime.
Yes, they do.
And
Once in a lifetime.
And I made definitely for women. That's my purpose being on this planet Earth. I told Dr. McGuire, this thing ain't working now, and I ready to check out. He said, what you talking about? I said, give up the ghost. I come here to please women. I can't do that. I'm ready to go.
So what he gave you?
This is common sense prophet. And why y'all think I'm handsome as this anyway?
I don't know. Tell us why.
I take women from Billy D. Williams, Denzel Washington, Clark Gable, Cecil Romero, you name them.
What women you
I
take
take
from Denzel Washington
In them they got-
and Billy D. Williams? What women can you take from them?
Anyone they got, and then
You get
and this goes for you and the rest of y'all. When I come down the street or through the neighborhood, you need to put your blinds down and your shades and tell your woman go in the back of the house. When she look at me, you just lost her.
And on that note, we're going to another video. We'll be right back with the Common Sense Prophet, right here on Famous Brown TV Show. No show in town like Famous
There you
Brown.
go. There you go. Yep.
Part two, I'm Famous Brown. Once again, he's a Common Sense Prophet. And where you want to pick up from today? Last week was kind of hot.
I want to pick up with racism in the city of Richmond in the 80s. Well, it's continuing now. It's more acknowledgeable now, but they do it in a more sophisticated way. Now they do it technically.
Yeah, but before we get there, let me ask you this.
What?
You grew up in the 50s or 40s?
I grew up in the early 40s.
All right, how was it in the 40s and the 50s? Racism, how did you react to it, and how did you experience it back then?
Personally, I had no problem with it back then, and I think it was better then than it is now. And the reason I'm saying that, I started setting pen at 16 years old at Lee Bowling Center in Highland Springs. Blacks was not able to go in the bowling alley. It was not a bowling. And I went in there and I come through Highland Springs. And in later years, I hear the guys say they had to fight every day. They'd go to Highland Springs and they was going to Highland Springs school and this and that. The worst thing I ever had done to me back there then was every night and then somebody called me a nigger. I cut grass as a little boy, 12, 13 years old, all through Highland Springs. Nobody but me. Ain't no brother, sister, nobody but me. Nobody bothered me. I work in Lee Bowling Center. I work in Tiny Town on West Broad Street, underneath of Tantilla Garden. Tantilla Garden was one of the famous restaurants for Caucasians in the city. Glenn Miller and people and stuff used to come there like that. And I set pins up there about 3 or 4 years in Tiny Town. So I'm very experienced. I got a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding behind me.
You were one of the what you would call the safe Negroes back then, because you didn't cause no trouble.
That's right.
And you know, more like I ain't saying Uncle Tom, but you was a good Negro, the house Negro.
You could call me Uncle Tom, whatever. I did what it takes to survive, and I knew what it takes to survive, and I've seen what other people happened to other people that didn't act like me. That was
what happened to them?
They had a fellow named Emmett Till, and I think the world knew about him. He whistled at a white woman, and they found him dismangled. They couldn't tell who he was. They beat him up so bad.
You whistled at him now, though. You might not did it back then, but you sure whistle at him now.
Well, I'm always with him. I got my freedom of speech. Plus, I got some stuff to back me up. Also, I'm not scared. Yeah, I mean,
you were scared then.
Then and now, 2 different things. I was a little young boy, then I'm a full-grown man.
So when did you get all this nerve? Because I know you were scared of white folks back then.
Yeah.
So now you're not scared of white folks. So when did you transform into not being afraid of white folks?
Well, one thing about I'm a Marine, and once I went in the Marine Corps, they showed me how to shoot, and I'm pretty well of it, and I got plenty of weapons to take care and back me up. So, and I don't bother nobody, I don't have no record, but I will fight like a pack of wolves right now. I don't play. I'm not gonna cross nobody, but don't cross me either.
I think you would do something to somebody.
I'm gonna put it out there just like it is.
Yeah, I believe you would hurt somebody.
Yeah, leave me alone. And but anyway, John L. Bracey ran the utility department. I don't understand this. They took the utility department from white folks. And
Who they took it from white folks?
Black folks. John L. Bracey, Reginald Barlett, which was Reginald Barlett was the lawyer attorney that he used, and the Yahweh and EEOC was working together. I filed 5 grievances in 5 months' time, and the head Caucasian man that ran the department told me, he said, Dennis, I think you need to move on, go into another department. And I went down and filed a grievance, a discrimination charge. About a week later, he came and gave me a letter. He said, I told you to move on. So as of 3 o'clock a day, you no longer city employee.
That was in the 70s or 80s?
That was in the 80s.
In the 80s.
So I went back to EEOC, and they said, that's good.
In the 80s?
In the 80s.
In the 80s?
I went to the city of Richmond, I think it was March 1981.
But in the 80s, black folk controlled the city.
In this department.
No, there was majority black city council in the 80s, and we had a black mayor. So black folks were running stuff in the 80s.
No. Black folks might be in charge. I'm telling you that this guy ran the department, and the white folks didn't challenge him. That's what I don't understand. He did what he wanted to do. In fact, in the department, the utility department, they had a black guy shove the supervisor and got away with it. They had a lady named Vivian Nixon. I've been knowing her forever. I went to DC.
Yeah, we can't call names.
Why you can't? I want to wait. Hold. I
want to protect their privacy, because you don't want you call somebody a name and people start calling them and laying them out because of something that you said on TV.
Calling who?
Call people names.
No, I'm saying. Who they gonna call?
I'm Prophet. What I'm saying is, you can say a person,
No.
black person, white person, but I don't want to call people names because that way. We don't want to interfere in their private life.
Preston.
What?
I don't care about their private life.
I know you don't care. I do.
But you ain't saying that. I'm saying it.
You saying it, but you on my TV
on
show.
your TV show, but you didn't say it. I don't care on your TV show or not. You don't have to hold you responsible for what I say.
No.
It's a different now.
Yeah,
and we don't even look alike.
You don't want
so
people to talk about you, do you?
I don't care. Sticks and stone brick ones. That's nothing. I'm a little advanced than y'all. Sticks and stone brick ones. No, hold it. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, bring it up.
When I was young, guys, something, man, you better not talk about my mama. You better not. I'm gonna say what I want. The white man, Abraham Lincoln, gave me freedom of speech, and if you interfere with freedom of speech, you mess with my rights. And I'm gonna do my best.
Well, you didn't have freedom when he gave it to you.
But you're not listening.
I'm listening.
You gonna have your work cut out for you if you try to mess with my freedom of speech.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whoever. It don't matter. Make me no never mind.
When you get all this nerve, back then in the 50s and 60s, you wouldn't even open up your mouth.
This ain't 50s. This is 2000. Another thing is, James Brown said, "Try me." That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you.
Yeah, try me. Don't believe it. All y'all got y'all doubts. Try me. Yeah,
Well,
I'm the real deal. I'm gonna tell y'all again out there, everybody. I'm the real deal. I ain't scared.
I know you ain't scared,
All right, okay.
but just be nice.
Yeah.
You go to Kingdom Hall and you're a religious person. Just be nice and don't call people names.
I get up in the morning sometimes, so angry with myself, I want to kick my own self in the tail. My meat ain't getting hard like it used to. I'm broke, black.
You ain't broke. You told me you had plenty of money.
I got plenty of good health. That surpasses all
You
the
said you had $100,000 when you retired.
You don't, wait a minute, you don't keep $100,000. I had over $100,000 when I retired. I had over $125,000. But everything going out and nothing come in, it don't last.
You sure don't, because I had 100 too.
That's right.
Made me go buy a restaurant because it's leaving so fast. We're going to take a break. We're coming right back. I got Common Sense Prophet here.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get him to stop calling people names because we're trying to protect your privacy. You can talk about it, but just don't call a name. Ain't it? That's all right. Common Sense Prophet, I think he done cooled down. And you cooled down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, so he ain't going to call
I'm
no
cold
name.
now.
Yeah, I was trying to get some history out of Common Sense Prophet because he lived through the 40s, the 50s, and he's still here. And I was trying to see how things were for black people back then compared to now. So can we continue with
Yes, we can.
some good black history?
Yep.
Okay.
I seen this particular fella that ran the utility department on Overbrook Road, take a black guy out of one job and put him on top of in another job, and they had.
That was promotion then. He promoted him?
Not, well, in a sense it was a promotion, but another thing, it was spiting white people, Caucasians. Another thing is, he had a drug problem, they fired him twice and got hired back. Another thing is, they had a Caucasian supervisor over top of 2 or 3 inspectors. They turned around and...
Black inspectors?
No, they were white inspectors.
No, you said you had him over top of 2.
I said they had inspector supervisor. Had two or three inspectors under him, and all of them was white.
Oh, all of them white.
But
Famous Brown's legendary soul food restaurant in the Fairfield Shoppers World Shopping Center, 5156 9 Mile Road. Treat yourself to Famous Brown's cheeseburger. It's the best cheeseburger in the city. Plus Famous Brown's special seasoned chicken wings and mouth-watering fish. Be there for the Soul Food Weekend specials, pig feet, chitlins, anytime ribs. Nobody gets down like Brown. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 to 11, and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 in the afternoon.
I'm down in Charles City County. Having a good time.
You gonna be on TV too?
Oh yeah. Thank you, Mr. Brown, for all your good work.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
He have that